Radio, episode 62. Let's go with the biz. So, what a week already. I'm telling you, it's every week something new. I mean, we do have the internet, right? Oh, man. So now there's a denial of recession. Who would have thought? And you know what's crazier? Like, you could tell, like, there's the Titanic violin part of the movie. Because now Wikipedia want to change the terms of what really counts as a recession. Of course, they had to fucking move the goalpost. Like I always say, good game, yo. And thank the Lord for giving me more material every fucking week. It's every week. It's every week. You can tell, like, this is where the sponsor's supposed to be pouring in, but, you know, no views. But I may kind of like it that way. But, yo, like, you just imagine if I was compromised, how obvious it would probably be. Like, you would see me mad paranoid, and you could tell, like, all I'll be just talking about is sports. You'd be like, yo, what the fuck? What happened? Yeah, I've been compromised, motherfuckers. No wonder celebrities sell out, because the celebrities probably like, these people don't give a fuck about me. All they gonna do is criticize me, and then when they see me fucking working in a fucking a tire shop, they're gonna fucking OD. Look how they do with that basketball player that allegedly had a relationship with LeBron James' mom or something like that. That's what we keep hearing. But he must have got hit with the flute like that. Look, with like something that basically makes you a OD, you know, like how do you call it, like a crackhead or some shit, whatever the hell he is. You know what I'm saying? Because he just can't stop. Like, he gets help, and he just rather go back to the street, I guess, and get high. And it's just like, damn, man, it's crazy. You could help people, and they just keep on. That's how strong that you know, that drug is. Thank God I never done like cocaine. By the way, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure people see my post like, God damn, what's wrong with this dude? No, weed, yeah. And beers. Heavy liquor, not even, my nigga. Heineken's all the way. That's what I'm drinking right now. But you know what I'm saying? So that or weed, and then the weed is not even being smoked. I'm on my Bill Cosby shit, nigga. I think I don't inhale it. We cut these people too much slack. But I just drink it. You know what I'm saying? The juice. You know what I'm saying? Edible. So, you know, I don't need. Sometimes, like, listen, I've been high as heck before that. I'll be like, whoa, in my early days. Now I'm a fucking seasoned champ. Nigga, you crazy? I'm over here like, I'm George Foreman with it. You know what I'm saying? But, shit, I remember you be getting high and you be like, oh, fuck. Like, I remember I had like, when I first started doing the juices, it was too strong. I didn't know how to measure it. But I was just told, you take it a whole shot, because it was small, but it was mad potent, though. So I remember the first time, like, one of the times that hit me hard, like, I just woke up but I was just sleeping though. So I was like, oh shit, this shit's waking me up from my sleep. Like, it woke you up, like, you know how you hear thunder when it's raining hard or whatever, you hear that boom like that, you just wake up like, god dang, that shit was loud. That's how I woke up, but not that exaggerated. But with the weed, I was like, oh, like, I just woke up like that. Oh shit, I'm still high, what the fuck. Oh man. But yeah, so I don't need to, like, go past that line. Like, Mike Tyson does that toad shit, but Mike Tyson did probably mad kinds of crazy drugs. So when he got this one, he was like, whoa, and he want to keep doing it. It just so happens that at least it doesn't make him become like, oh, you know, drunk and shit, get fucking angry or whatever. And that DK helps, like that toad shit, which is like ayahuasca or whatever, that shit DK helps people with, like, how do you call it, like, the chronic depression, I guess, is that a term? You know what I'm saying? Or like mental health people. Is it mental health people that it helps? I forgot exactly what it was. But anyways, yeah, man, that's why it's like, yo, the community needs to wake up, because eventually it's gonna get to everybody. Whatever they're trying to impose on celebrities, like, oh, celebrities gotta hold their mouth. You're talking about celebrities. They were the heroes. Now they're not. And now they get ridiculed because they know that, like, they can't. They're conforming, and even if 50% of their fans like, fuck it, you know, we love you, like, basically like the whole Beyonce fucking thing, like Beyonce can't do wrong. And listen, people say the same shit to me about Kanye, but the difference, Kanye was striving to be fucking the asshole to crack the window. Beyonce haven't done shit that you be like, oh, Beyonce should have not said that. Hell no, she playing the book. She playing the video game with the strategy guide, nigga. Don't get it twisted. But, you know, it's the fans. That's the thing. Hopefully they like this album. I heard it. I just skimmed through it because I knew I wasn't gonna really fuck with it like that. Like, I don't listen to women music. I listen to like some crazy, not Eddie. Look at me trying to be like, oh, crazy. No, I listen to fucking Spanish music that is women. But when it comes to Beyonce, it's like, you know. But she did make great songs before, like Crazy in Love. Them shits, ooh, you be like, God, you get goose. I'm talking about goosebump music. I always had that in mind, even when I made beats. I might have missed more than I made, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I was aiming for goosebump music. Because goosebump music is undeniable. It's undeniable if you like it. Like, motherfucker, you're getting goosebumps. Like, it's affecting you. That's how strong music is. So maybe that's the ultimate last level of how good a music can be. Like when you hear like Celine Dion, the Titanic movie, the song, Whitney Houston, like a lot of Whitney Houston songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's goosebump music that makes you basically have that reaction. So hopefully, basically, her fans feel that in that music. But, you know, not every music is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Beyonce is a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? So, it's whatever. But, listen, I ain't gonna front. She did kind of take some, like, 4 pictures with horses. And that shit looked like the 4 horsemen. Like, God damn. Perfect timing, Beyonce. You must know something I don't know, huh? Think about it. These celebrities are paranoid, so you think we conspiracy theorists? They're the most conspiracy theorists. They were the ones that was telling us in the 90s, but we were so fucking boule. You know what I mean when I say boule by now, right? It's basically like brainwashed in a way. But I was just like, are you fucking, like when people be like, oh, fight the real fight, I wouldn't know, nigga. Give me music. That's how I thought. You know, back in the days, obviously plenty people before too. It's crazy because I was telling my cousin, like, yo, if you were to speak about like conspiracy, how it is now and how it is obviously blatant, but back in the 90s, early 2000s at least, because after 9/11 it's like, whoa, there's a lot of weird shit, but before 2011 at least, you would have looked super crazy. Super crazy. They would have been like, yo, it's time to, you know, get you in like the mental health fucking padded rooms type of shit. Imagine people that were put in padded rooms and they were just laying, yeah, he was talking about how the government does this. And you'd be like, whoa, what a nut job. Shit, flash forward, you'd be like, oh my God, was that dude right? You never know. You never know. I'll be over here compromising shit. And it's too late now. Don't be a fan now, nigga, when it's too late, when I'm compromising shit. Hell no. When you see that they give me the star on Hollywood, oh, I'm fucked. That's it. It's over. I was compromised. If you see a Hollywood star, ooh wee. I mean, not really, because you never know. I might be just too nice with it. Who knows? But I really feel like if this fucking civilization will come to an end, I hate to be that fucking grim about it, but then in the future, if they be listening to this podcast, they'll be like, yo, world renowned. Because there's nobody giving it up like this. People are scared to say words. And the fear of saying words, it's literally kind of like bowing down. Like, of course, they got their following, so you don't wanna mess with that. But that's like when that's like when you in the slave master's house. You don't wanna fuck that up. Like, you know, you don't have AC, but shit, you get clean ass food. You know, it's just that mentality. It can literally break down. That's why I just tell people close to me, I'm like, listen, I hate money. I hate that money. Because some people will fucking, obviously they'll sell their ass for fucking money. Like, the fact that we was asking questions in high school, like, yo, will you like, they were basically, we were fucking dumbass niggas. But in high school, they would basically just ask random questions. Like, you could tell, like, men, the way to not be bored, they'll just fucking either talk about sports, music, like, yo, who's top 5? And we just get fucking beers and we just get entertained. But they will always be like, yo, will you kiss a motherfucker for $1 billion? And people be like, shit. And it's just like, yeah, but this is the whole point. Like, it doesn't even take $1 billion. Those are exaggerated. You would go to a motherfucker right now and be like, yo, for $25,000 when you kiss that man right there. Niggas will probably be like, yo, tap kiss. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I hate money. And if you would have asked me, motherfucker, like, yo, if I was Boulay, I would have been like, you know what? You know, because you just think about the fucking money. Listen, one of the best things that ever happened to me is I humbled myself. And it wasn't like I was crazy, like, oh, ego. No, not really. But when you humble yourself, there's different ways. You can humble yourself. I humble myself in information. So I knew that as I learned more, I didn't know shit. So that's why I was like, whoa. So I can never come out my face like, yo, nigga, nah, this is what's going on because I swear I know, I saw it. No, I'm not trying to win. This is a long game. And you know this from older people, you know, and not even older people. Some people be tuned in to what the propaganda that they never saw that their own country will lie to them. And that's what a lot of veterans is going on with too. Veterans are crying what's going on in the country. Yes, crime is up, but the fact that they see Americans selling America, that shit fucks with them because they just obviously think about their comrades and shit, you know, that got their leg blown off or died in front of them. And they were like, and that's when they realized, like, oh, this is for real. Like, this ain't no motherfucking Call of Duty game that you get infinite continues and you be like, fuck, I gotta start all over again. Like, nigga, no. You know how many people would just be like, okay, let me start all over again in real life? But, you know, obviously not. But that just let me know, like, I was playing Call of Duty. I know I told y'all this story a couple times at least. You can tell eventually towards the end of the last episode ever, they're gonna do like how many times that he brought up Call of Duty in D-Day. So yeah, listen, I played that D-Day mission on Call of Duty, and the fact that, you know, it's obviously first person view, so you don't see, like, it's not third person, it's first person, as if you really holding the gun, you know. And if you have a big enough TV screen, that shit looks real. You know, I'm talking about the one that I played was like Call of Duty 2 that I fucking got on the random. And I'm like, I'll play this shit. And I was like, hold up, this is how D-Day really was? In Normandy, the beaches of Normandy, I believe, in World War II, to fight the Nazis. I was like, what? That was some shit, low-key sacrificial. Listen, these white people, you can't put nothing past them. That was low-key sacrificial. Like, you just loading ships up to just get flattened out. But it's so much of y'all that eventually y'all will get to those like guns and, you know, overtake that strip. But damn, yo, I died so many times in that mission. That was like, god damn, imagine the people that made it through the whole thing. That heard the zips, zip, zip, boom, 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 right next to their ears. Their friends that they were just speaking to, that you were just probably like in bunk beds and shit. He just died. But you gotta keep going forward. What you're gonna do? Like, oh, let me go shop for my funeral clothes. No, it's right there. It's over. That's why you got to give respect for these, unfortunately, can we say, I don't want to say brainwashed Americans, man. When we look back, it's going to feel like that. Like, with every era, they're going to keep it more funky and funky. So they're going to be like, yo, so hold up. All this happened because of this, because of that, you know? And maybe the word brainwash is too harsh. Because am I brainwashed right now? Because all I do is speak about politics, but I'm a little bit leaning to the right. When in reality, I no, man. But it's just that the Democrats exaggerated so much that, you know, you will be a fool if you fucking still think that they got your best interest. Like, let's be honest now. There's a point we can be honest. But, you know, obviously, like, I be thinking. So it's not like I be, like, brainwashed. I be thinking about all sides possible. Every possible move I think about it. I'm trying to be at least 3 moves ahead. Not in everything. But, you know, like, because this looks so easy. Like, I'd be surprised when people don't get what's going on. Like, again, the City MD fact that I always basically say, when you saw them City MDs, you were like, damn, they're gonna save us. Not save us, but I'm talking about, like, you know, less lines in the hospitals, you know, because I see a lot of City MDs in the hood. I'm like, damn, that's what's up. Nigga, next year was fucking COVID. This shit was calculated. It's chess, not checkers. Now pass by that City MD. That shit is fucking nothing. Well, maybe now because they got the fucking monkeypox. And you can tell everything needs to happen for a reason, because listen, if everybody would have folded for the fucking COVID, nigga, we would have believed this one too. And the people who were arguing before must have seen now, like, all right, hold up, I'm not gonna admit to my friends on social media, but I'm not taking this one. And that's how it's gonna be. If they really implement that shit, that's why I feel like also New York City, with that fucking little commercial that they did about the bunker, because, you know, in case of a nuclear hit, I was like, yo, y'all willing to risk anything for political power. Willing to risk anything. Y'all just take a trip to California for one day, and then boom, the nuclear hits New York City, and everybody's in WOW, and until that fucking radiation probably clears up, y'all won't be back here again. But that was all for a political ploy, and it will be remembered for centuries, forever, as long as America lives. Even in the history books, the day that the New York City got hit by nuclear, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're willing to risk, after 9/11, they're willing to risk any life. Allegedly, the Titanic had famous people, you know, and there was a lot of things that could have been done to avoid that iceberg hit. So listen, rich people, poor people, you're still in the same boat. It's because if you have a dangerous brain, you're fucked. Not all the times, but, you know, who knows? If, like, listen, when I brought up that compromise shit, I'm just kind of, I'm making a joke out of it, but I'm also putting the, you know, when you fish, you putting the line out there. Like, I'm putting it out there because at the end of the day, that's what happens. They threaten you with the money, and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna ask my friends for money because, you know, like, I was the person that, you know, with the famous podcast. No, nigga, they could do that to anybody. And good thing that Kanye West is rocking like those like shirts with holes in them, like that whole homeless look. Cause nigga, shit, make it fashionable. Cause shit, you never know what happens, man. You never know. So like, when I saw Lupe, that shit hurt it. When I saw Lupe Fiasco speak about all this Fahrenheit 9/11, I'm like, oh, this nigga knows what's going on, and he fucking nice with it but then he over here in an interview with Hotep Jesus talking about how we should take the fucking jab, the fucking vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine. And I was like, you too? What? And yada, yada, yada. No offense to people who took it or whatever, man. You know, but And a lot of people, it wasn't their fault. Like a lot of people, their fucking jobs forced it. If I tell you the jobs that forced it, yo, I don't want to mention it, but yo, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, and especially how they manipulated the workers to push it to each other. And if you haven't took it, you look a little weird. Oh, are you good? What's your MAGA hat? You know, and it'll probably start with a joke, and you'll be like, oh, this shit's not for me. I'm not saying that happened to me, but listen. That was way too soon for all these fucking major companies to be like, hey, yeah, if you can't work, are you fucking kidding me? I thought y'all care about y'all workers. What happens if your workers don't agree to a fucking vaccine? He's done? No matter how much fucking work he put in, he's done? That lets you know. When the agenda is out there, it hits everybody, rich or poor. And then they come and say there's no recession. And then it makes me say, the good, oh, you ready? If it was Trump, y'all would have fucking OD'd. Let's be honest. Honesty. Yeah, cue up the song Honesty. Honesty is such a lonely word. I'm gonna have to fucking post that shit on my stories. But yeah, man, like what the fuck? There's a huge fucking elephant and a shark in the fucking room, and we not gonna speak about it. There's an elephant, a shark in the room. There's a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. There's a few ostrich eggs. Like, we're not gonna talk about this. Y'all still tripling down, quadrupling down, sextupling down, septupling down, octupling down. Wake the fuck up. You can tell, like, this is why, like, the world peace can never happen, because you would just look like the crazy person preaching to the fucking wall. Which is fucking sad. But it's okay. I'll be your Huckleberry. The best podcast in Washington Heights. Don't get it twisted. You think I forgot about that shit? I did forget a little bit in the beginning to mention it. The best podcast in Washington Heights, New York City, New York, 130 blank. New York City, New York, United States. Specifically Washington Heights. The best podcast in Washington Heights. Don't get it fucking twisted. You see? It's the only one that's gonna give it up like this. I'm not interviewing nobody. Eventually, maybe, if they want to. But they know they're gonna, you think I'm a fucking pussy fuller. Hey, so I heard track number 5. How? No, nigga, we getting to the real deal, Holyfield. I wanna know what you think. That's what I should do. Shit. I gotta get the equipment. That's a good idea. That's it, you know? I guess not interview people, but just have a conversation. But I don't want to be seen. The same way I do right now, I don't want to be on TV. None of that shit. Probably like on some fucking, on some Vlad TV shit. You be like, where the fuck he at? And then he puts like a monitor and he FaceTimes you and he makes you sit at an angle and you think you're talking to them. That was a slick one. But that's how I do it. I don't show my face. You know, but I just be like, yo, what you think about this? What you think about that, maybe? You know, and it's not like, oh, join my team, we winning now. No, hell no, I get pissed now. If I feel like I'm converting you, I'll be pissed. Because, like, do you know what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you able to question shit without your friends that question shit? Like, can you do it for yourself? Because, shit, you never know how shit ends up. You know what I mean? But anyways, humbling myself, I fell for that, the rabbit hole of information, and then, you know, it led me back, not let me back, but I guess led me back, but I wasn't really into what people will call religion. I just called the scriptures. I'm in no religion. I just say scriptures because, you know, the religion, when you think about Christianity, Pentecost, whatever the hell those Dipset, Bird Gang, you know what I'm saying, Rockefeller State Property, all those different groups, I'm talking about just the book. know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm like the Book of Eli. So it led me back to the Bible. I wanted to know about whether aliens, and then I did research and I compared and contrast, and I compared and contrast, and I compared and contrast. And I was like, wait a minute. So all the scientific shit is just people pondering? Oh no, so hell no. No. Yeah, I was like Charleston White. No. Yeah, bring that Bible back. Hold up, bring that over here. And I'm like, so this was written when? When this was written? Oh, okay. And you could kind of use that template, at least a template, to these times. It's just different eras. I'm like, this shit sticks more to me. Now, science and all that could be real, but I consider it not science, just engineering. What we could think about, we could fucking create. Like, just by us making a fucking plane heavy as hell in the sky, and there's so much up in the air right now that you don't see them shit falling, hitting us all the time. That's great engineering. I'm not gonna go on science. Science is ruined. Science, they basically ruined that shit. Like, if I sponsor that shit, if I sponsor you and you over here making discoveries and shit, and I just don't want this one to come out, you won't do it. Cause I'm sponsoring your shit. I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm pumping money into this shit. So once I saw like that side of it, I'm like, oh, okay, no wonder. You think these people are just finding out that the aliens we getting sightings? These motherfuckers was on it from the beginning. And then they probably, you know, if these other white, listen, you can fall in the rabbit hole of aliens. If you see how these white people, old people that, you know, on their deathbed making confession, you be like, God damn, you lying this long? And then it makes you think, is it lying or are they keeping it real? But, you know, they do speak about like the government having like a pact with certain off-world aliens and shit. And you think these government gonna be honest to us? Hell no. And Trump, the most hated president, obviously, he made Space Force. And I did my due research. I did my due diligence. So, you know, un momento, mommy, slow your tempo, all right? Because I was reading that shit in the WhiteHouse.gov document. Look at me on my Alex Jones shit. And I was looking up the guidelines or, you know, the details of what the Space Force is going to be. And I was like, yo, when I read that they were going to make like space routes, and they kind of refer it like to like, imagine like if you create the I-95, which is like the East Coast, you know, that runs from probably like New Hampshire maybe all the way down to Florida. That I-95, that route right there, they were speaking about like routes in space. So that's when I was like, oh, pay like this. So are these this is something you can look it up, unless they changed it. And I was like, yo, they making up like, they setting up like the highways and like, don't travel over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Is it gonna happen within our lifetime? Listen, if I don't see no fucking aliens still by the time I'm 70, 60, I'm saying 60. Matter of fact, I can't even say by the time I'm 50. I'm 36. By the time I'm 50, if we still haven't seen no photo of a fucking alien, or that shit looking a little too fake, then you know what? The Bible's undefeated. So praise the Most High, because by my lifetime, I could discern the bullshit. It's looking like bullshit now, but I'm gonna discern it. But the thing is that I do remember seeing what the hell they think. I mean, what the hell they call an alien. You know, I recorded some shit, but the real shit that I was like, whoa, now I'm seeing some real shit right here. Because you see something fucking glowing. Like, it's unmistakable. And then if I wasn't there, I would not believe it. That's how beast that was. If I wasn't there, I wouldn't believe it. I would believe you because I trust you. But, you know, in the back of my mind, 10% gonna be like, yeah, but maybe it was this. Maybe, because I never seen it. That's why I understand both sides. But I did see that motherfucking shit. And I saw a third one, which I'm not even gonna get into details. But yeah, so when I saw it, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? You know why? Because I was in the Bronx. Major point. I was in the Bronx, and I was one of those motherfuckers that always say, if there was aliens is real or whatever. Now, did I what I saw? Does it say, in the corner of the door, made in China or made in USA, and Air Force or whatever? Maybe, but hold up, I was like, yo, how come I don't see that shit? How come that shit don't come over here in the Bronx? You know what I'm saying? So it gotta be like some Minnesota shit. That shit was in the Bronx. Marshallou Parkway, Fortran. I saw that shit right there. And you know what's the best part? I mean, best part, not really, but the most ironic part, that nobody saw that shit. Everybody was on their fucking phones. Everybody was on their fucking phones. I say it's funny because it was really disappointing. You should have all saw that shit. Or maybe I just saw that shit. Maybe I'm bugging. But I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I saw that shit. I saw that shit. So, and I spoken to people who saw something similar, and they described the same color, a glowing amber color. Never forget that, a glowing amber color. A lot of shit humbled me, man. So that's what I'm saying. And one of the reasons that kind of woke me up to the Bible, like, there's always an excuse that people have, like, oh, not excuse, a good point. I'm gonna just say a great point, right? But then when you sit and think about, like, if these people knew about the Bible, you can come up with simple points back. Like, people use like the people say the idea of like that, but the Bible was written by people. But I'm like, yeah, but this is a God that created fucking the galaxy, I guess, that we live in. You think he gonna fucking send a mere fucking mortal I basically gonna say all this shit around. You think he gonna write down the fucking Bible? No, he gonna send a mere mortal like, yo. And then they're probably like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just getting these ideas. I'm writing it down. You never know. It's divine inspired. If we over here gonna say that aliens exist and yeah, they bringing that out now, just think bigger than that. Just think about the main alien that created all of this, that maybe created us. And it maybe fucking inspired people, because you're not gonna come down and say, hey, who got a pen? No, you don't. He's a God. Like, let's keep that in mind. You think a God cannot be like, ghost write to them like, yo, you write this and you ain't gonna see me. Think about it. We don't see God. Like, we don't see him. Not right now, not us. So you think he's gonna write on a book? And think about it. You know how dangerous that book would be? Because I don't care if I'm not, religious or whatever, or adhere to the word of God, or the devil himself. They will want to keep that book if they know that that's really written by him. That's just it'll be like the Ark of the Covenant or whatever, which is basically similar to that in a way, but it's just the tablets. It's not handwritten by God. Like, when I knew about the Bible and I got more into it, and I saw how people break it down, especially the quote unquote Hebrew Israelites, I knew like all these pastors that walk around with the Bibles, even they don't know the ins and outs of the Bible. And these motherfuckers that we be looking at cracking jokes about how they look like Power Rangers and they in the streets, they know the Bible more. That's the weird shit. And I humble myself there. Because a lot of white pastors, black pastors came, and they came with that Christianity shit, and you could tell they never did their history. And when they find out the history and you look it up, they will go with semantics. Like they will like switch the topic and shit, and it's creepy. It's like, damn. So when you lose, you just toss the board with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's crazy. And that's how it was with the politics shit. Like, can you believe like it? I was supposed to say, yo, I apologize. I was wrong about Trump, but no, nigga, you're not wrong with fucking Biden. We in a recession. Now they switching the definition of recession. Good game. It's like fucking the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Good day, sir. Cause nigga, y'all fucking lost. Wrap it up. Y'all gonna defend Biden again? The worst one I saw is when they were trying to defend like Hunter Biden shit. Like, yeah, they want to use the Hunter Biden shit as a distraction. Nigga, no, it's over. It's over. It's been over. don't be in denial. It hurts. I know it hurts. Because it could have been me. It could have been me behind that. Oh shit. I feel like shit. I gotta apologize. I was wrong. You know? I'll just post memes, nigga, like that. Post memes, nigga. Post memes and run away from the issue. And you know why I'm big on that? Because we need to come together, and I'm waiting. This is why people who usually are the ones that kind of see shit a little bit ahead of the curve, like Kanye and all those people. Am I saying I'm compared to them? Maybe. I'm supposed to say no, fucking maybe, nigga, maybe. All I need is a huge look. If Kanye was like, yo, this is a great podcast, Pirate Radio. You know how much fucking subscribers I'm gonna get from one day to another? And then fucking all of a sudden that brings in people who are like podcast nerds, and they'll just be like, yo, goddamn, this podcast is good. That's all it takes. So I'm not worried about that. If it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks to see your own people. Like, you will think like when something like a catastrophe, basically you could say, happens, that people unite. They won't. If they can get splitting up the right way with what they might like that you might not like, oh, that's it. Game over. It works. And what sucks is that, like, I don't want people to agree with me. That's the fucked up shit. I do not want people to agree with me. Like, I want the challenge. Like, you know, let's build. It doesn't even have to be my team, your team shit. And I keep saying that every podcast. It shouldn't be like that. And if you still don't want to agree, you be like, yo, you know what? You make a good point, man. I'm going to keep looking up to this. I'm going to keep looking into this shit. But it can't be like no fucking like now we can't even really talk like cool friends after. Like, that's corny. That's sus. That's very sus. But when I saw that happening to me, other people haven't even been invited to like holidays. You know, that's when you know, like, this moment that we living in is a very important moment. It's to the point that I don't even want to have like kids in this era right now. Thank God I'm a man. I can have kids like when I'm in my 40s and 50s, nigga. Shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell I'm gonna have to go to the DR. I'm gonna have to go to the DR for that one. But do you want to raise kids now where your fucking teachers are brainwashed? The principal could be brainwashed. Where you have to come up with your pronouns. Like, that shit that they forcing on kids. They creating the culture. They creating content. And don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, but don't be surprised. So don't get it surprised. But don't get it surprised if people create context. So they be like, hey, let's create this fake narrative, like the Will Smith shit. Now he fucking apologized. I ain't gonna lie, the fact that he took mad long to apologize, like, maybe that shit was real. But, you know, like, don't be surprised if they just be like, yo, you know, we gonna set it up like this, you know, and people gonna want to know your side of the story. And you just let them know that you have a podcast now, or you're doing a tour, and boom, you don't get into it, but you get into it a little bit. And then we come back, and like, you never know. And that's dope. Make your money. But for the people who just think, like, believe everything blindly and it's like a sheep, no, hold up. Remember, it could go the other way, like I was trying to use an example. But it's gonna get to a point that the culture that they feeding us will probably eventually create mental health. And listen, I already think that already happened. You know what I'm saying? In connection with teachers, in connection with government, you just never know. The teacher might be lying about your kid jumping around too much. He probably gives her a headache. She mad because she can't get no fucking dick, so she comes to school in a bad mood. She see your kid maybe a little bit too uppity and asking questions and, you know, learning about life, and they want to put a fucking not a hormone blocker like they want to do right now to your kids, but you know, in the 90s it probably was, yo, you know, too hyper. That's it. I was a calm kid, but damn, like what happens to a kid got mad energy? What if they're the only child and they, you know, they bouncing around when they in school because, you know, it's new to them or whatever. You just never know. But that happened, and I know that sometimes kids might need that or whatever. I don't know how that works, but let's not act like if doctors fucked up on patients and they cut their leg when they didn't or whatever, then we can easily, it's safe to say that teachers might have, you know, out of spite or maybe not out of spite, you know, put that on the kid. You just never know. All I'm saying that those kids, like kids, people, not kids, but even grown-ups, old people, if I see you rapping out loud in the train, mental health. I'm sorry, I'm just putting it in that category. I know that's your favorite song, but there's no way you should be rapping it out, fucking throwing gang signs and shit. Like, what the fuck? You don't know how to fucking control yourself? Nigga, imagine how I had to fucking hold it when I used to hear My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy when it came out. You ain't seen me fucking wilding on the train. I should have been riding the fucking roof surfing and shit. You ain't seen me do that. Nah, I'm bugging. But you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, yo, once I see that shit or see somebody that dancing to their own fucking shit, you like, yo, God, this motherfucker gonna like come out with a knife or some shit. This is New York. You never know. We definitely moving in a weird world where they want to use technology and good living as a disguise for maybe something with a huge by the way lurking right under. I know I sound weird or whatever by saying that, but the point is that don't trust, take everything with a grain of salt. That's the best one of the best, you know, examples. Take everything with a grain of salt. When everything looks too good to be true, the internet looked good to be true. Instagram looked too good to be true when it was in its heyday, right? I think like it's coming down now. Yeah, I get it, but it looked all good. Facebook looked all good. You like, damn, it's free. Google is free, but they were getting our information. Something that we could have made each all been millionaires off. That could have been our own reparations right there. Make big tech pay everybody who they took information from, and depending how big that file is, that cash was big. That, you know, that deposit, that direct deposit gonna hit. You see, but we are the fucking slaves. High-tech slavery. And by the way, reparations reason number 5,276. Just imagine if like those Euro Jews over there that just, you know, made a quick war and they just, hey, now this is your land, right? Just imagine if they were here and they were the black people doing the picking cotton and all that shit. Yo, they would have been having 20 movies a year to remind us. As soon as you say the N-word as a white person, they will take you to their fucking, you know, museums. They'll make you walk. They'll put mad cameras there so you can know, nigga, they watching you. And you know, write that speech. What speech? No. Write that speech, nigga. That, you know, after coming to this, so this is how it's gonna go like this. Hi, I'm Diesel TV, Pirate Radio. After a few couple weeks, I've just been, you know, filled with stress. I've been getting a lot of feedback. My friend, Redcoat, what's the first name? What's the first Jew name? Franklin Redcoat. He's a Jew. he showed me that he was really upset and he just wanted to teach me. So I said, you know what? I'm open to new ideas. And he took me to the Jewish Museum. And in that, I was filled with emotions because I didn't realize how much the Holocaust impacted. The impact of the Holocaust. Right there, you can tell I'm compromised. So, that's not me. If we would have had a group, as anybody that would have came with that slick shit, oh, it would have been a joke. Like, oh, no. You said what? Oh, okay. So, you're going to go to the Martin Luther King Museum, the Malcolm X Museum. We're going to make you sell bean pies for the Islamic people. You're going to sell Black Lives Matter shirts on 125th. We're going to give you the whole fucking package. And then you're going to apologize, motherfucker. See, that's the power we can have. FBI. But you know what I'm saying? Come on now. Think about it. When we see the Jews do it, we be like, oh, look, they're making you bow down. Yeah, but we have that power too. We just shooting each other. That's all. We need to stop shooting each other and come together. It's not that hard. Borrow sugar again. If we were all real community, none of us will be fucking getting kicked out of our community. We will all help each other. Unless you're a fucking crackhead that keeps fucking up. And then we kick you off. That's a community. There's no fucking community here. I don't know what the fuck my neighbor's first name. And that's all by design. Don't get it twisted. They'll hide shit, you know, it'll be too late to figure out. They disguise it with just pleasure. Like, this is fucking, let me end it with this. This is like this new construction in Saudi Arabia. And it's called like the Line or something like that. And it's like a like miles long single straight line. And it's huge. Like the height is like a skyscraper. But it looks like the Great Wall of China, but just straight. And the whole point of it is just to basically make it like a city in that. And it's huge. I'm talking about huge. And it'll fit obviously millions and millions of people, I guess, or whatever. But the end to end, it'll be a underground tunnel loop that you will get to any part of the line, quote unquote, within 20 minutes. That's just giving you a perspective like of how huge the line is. And, you know, it's compartmentalized, like, you know, maybe the shopping centers in the middle, the school districts, the apartments, you know what I'm saying, the houses, or maybe it's all one line. And it's like, damn, this is so dope. It's smart, eco-friendly, but, you know, there's always a by the way that these people don't tell you about. But I'll talk, my by the way that I took out of it, which I even seen in the comments, was like, yo, yeah, but is it like just imagine you see that line and you see like, oh shit, this is way economic or whatever, and they just keep making lines and lines. That shit gonna look like a farm or like a jail from far out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what if you close one line? Like, because you know what made me think about that? This whole COVID shit. Like, these people, if it's something worse than COVID, like something worse, and you even see your own people drop in front of you, they will close shit down and they will just. Listen, China made people fucking starve to death. Like, they so submissive over there. Like, god damn. Because right there, right, you supposed to think like, yo, what about the government? They're like, yo, people are we gonna send food? Like, nah. That's why America is different. That's why, like, yeah, we talk shit about America, the slavery shit, but how the fuck we look like asking for reparations and they'll just show us the video of us running around the block, fucking shooting babies and kids because we got bad aim and, you know, the guy got away. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. We need to humble ourselves completely and come to terms that, yeah, we also fuck up. But we can make it better. But we don't think like that. We just think like, oh, if you even mention that shit, especially if you're a white person at that, no, you're racist. And if you're colored, oh, you're a coon. Remember, I didn't care how I looked that one time when I was like, I'm posting about, yo, I fucking with Donald Trump. Way before. I know y'all think about that like, oh shit, this nigga was on Trump. Cause yeah, now it's cool to be a fucking Trump supporter. Now everybody want Trump back. Big T back, right? I sound like I said T bag. I said bring Big T. Calling him, y'all even calling him Daddy Trump. Like, y'all looking real sloppy out there. But anyways, let me knock out the rest of this beer. Pirate Radio, episode 62. 50 minutes, why not? 51 minutes. Next week, there's going to be more. Come on now, we all know that. Let's pretend like this is not a recession anyways. And let's continue like to make sure that we get Trump for January 6th. Y'all bozo. Y'all don't even question what happened to Las Vegas when that shooting happens. Y'all bitches. Anyways, Pirate Radio, episode 62. Peace.